This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. That will be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown February 17th, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about Friday Night SmackDown. Now, tomorrow night, Elimination Chamber comes on. I'll be talking about that, so yeah, look out for that. Not only that, I still gotta make my predictions for Elimination Chamber, so it'll probably be uploaded after SmackDown or sometime in the morning, so look out for that as well. So yeah, but yeah, I'm here to talk about Friday Night SmackDown. Now, they got multiple things happening for tonight's SmackDown, like Gunther will be facing Madcap Moss for the Intercontinental Championship later on tonight. Not only that, they got Sami Zayn. He'll be here tonight. Apparently, Roman Reigns will be as well. The Usos are not there tonight, or they won't even be at Elimination Chamber either. So yeah, we're going to see what goes on. So yeah, we kick off the show with the first match of the night. It was Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Shotzi in a tag team match, and it was an okay tag team match. It was going back and forth and everything. Natalya and Shotzi was doing pretty good. Ronda and Shayna was doing alright as well. At one point, we see Shayna trying to lock on the Kitafuda clutch onto Natalya. Natalya had a fight out of that. And then, Ronda Rousey tagged herself in, tried to hit like a crossbody off the top turnbuckle. Natalya moved out the way. And then she locks the sharpshooter onto Ronda Rousey, trying to make her tap out. Up until Shayna had to go in there and try to break up the submission and everything. Then they knocked Shayna out the ring. Shotzi gets tagged in. They was trying to hit the hard attack onto Ronda Rousey, but then when Natalya runs to the ropes, all of a sudden Shayna Baszler grabs Natalya and drags her out the ring. And then after she got dragged out the ring, that's where Ronda Rousey gets off of Shotzi, rolls her through, and then locks on that armbar, making her tap out. So yeah, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defeated Natalya and Shotzi tonight in the tag team match. That's what happened for that match. I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay opening for tonight's SmackDown. So yeah, that's why I'll give it 2.5 stars for that tag team match that kicked off the show. But yeah, later on tonight, they still got more stuff. The Intercontinental Championship will be defended. Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn will be on SmackDown tonight. Many more stuff. And definitely can't wait for Elimination Chamber tomorrow night. So yeah, like I said, still look out for my predictions. It'll probably be uploaded later on tonight or tomorrow morning. So yeah, look out for those. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was another segment, but before we talk about that segment, now they're showing clips throughout the whole show of Sami Zayn joining the Bloodline, with going on and stuff, and then breaking up and stuff. So yeah, they're showing video package throughout the whole show, it looks like. But it's pretty cool just to hype up the match between Roman and Sami for tomorrow night at Elimination Chamber. So yeah, that's what they was doing. We get to the next segment, and it was Top Dollar, Ashante Adonis, and B-Fab in the ring, Hit Row, and they was rapping and everything, talking junk about Montreal and all that stuff. So yeah, they was just rapping or whatever. But then, while they was rapping and everything, all of a sudden you see the Uncle Howdy face pop up for a split second, but then it disappears and it's still continuing rapping. Don't even got a clue what just happened or anything. But then the lights go out. It comes back on. Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, is on the ring apron. Bray Wyatt is on one side. Uncle Howdy's on the other side. Uncle Howdy's towards the announce table. Bray Wyatt's towards the entrance. So yeah, they get into the ring. They started going at it with Hit Row. Bray Wyatt locked on the memorable claw onto Top Dollar, throws him over the top rope. Does the same thing to Ashante Adonis, and he passes him to Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy then his sister Abigail onto Ashante Adonis, laying him out. And then Bray Wyatt grabs the mic and he says, "You're welcome, Montreal." And then he sends a message out to Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. So, yeah, that just happened. He said he's going to be at Elimination Chamber, and yeah, just sending out a little message to Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. This is going to be pretty interesting. Now, Bray, I can't remember if he ever faced against Bobby Lashley one-on-one. I cannot remember. I remember he almost had a feud with Brock Lesnar, but that didn't happen. But because I think he was injured at the time, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they'll go back to Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar, maybe, and go to WrestleMania with that, or WrestleMania with Bobby Lashley and Bray. I mean, we're going to see what happens. It's good that they got Bray into it so he can actually go to WrestleMania and be in a match. And not only that, I don't think everybody wants to see another match between Bobby and Brock after tomorrow night. You know, we already seen this is going to be their third match. So I think we're perfectly fine. We don't need to see them even in the stipulation or whatever. We don't need to see them in a match. So after tomorrow night, I think that feud should be like done and over with, and then Bray Wyatt feuds with one of them to WrestleMania, and then if the rumors are true, Gunther versus Brock Lesnar for the Intercontinental Championship. That'll be a good one. But we'll see what happens. We still got till tomorrow night. But yeah, pretty good segment between Bray Wyatt and stuff. Really good stuff after he sent a message out to Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Really good one. And then backstage we see the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre getting hyped up because up next we're going to be seeing Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders up next in a tag team match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was Drew McIntyre, Sheamus versus Eric and Ivar with Valhalla at ringside, the Viking Raiders in a tag team match. And this match, it was a pretty good match. Well, this is a rematch, and I think, in my opinion, this rematch is better than their last match, in my opinion. So yeah, really good match though. With these two teams. So yeah, right off the start, it was Ivar and Sheamus. That was the legal men to start off the match. Sheamus was trying to hit Ivar with a bro kick very early on in the match. Ivar ducks it, and then he was trying to hit the spinning kick onto Sheamus. Sheamus ducks it, so yeah, they was dodging each other moves at first. And then we get, somewhat to the ending where Drew McIntyre's taking control of this match, taking out Eric. He was setting up for the Claymore, but then Ivar drags Eric out the ring so he wouldn't get hit with the Claymore. McIntyre then jumps over the top rope with the front flip onto both of them, throws Eric back into the ring, setting up for the Claymore again, but then Valhalla was on the ring apron distracting Drew McIntyre. Ivar tags himself in. McIntyre was trying to hit the Claymore again onto Eric, but Eric grabs him and slams him down. Ivar climbs up on the second turnbuckle. Eric picks up McIntyre, passes him over to Ivar. Ivar hits like the world's strongest slam off the second turnbuckle, pins him. 1, 2. Sheamus breaking up the pin at the count of 2. Sheamus and Eric was going at it and taking each other out the ring and stuff. Ivar climbs back up on the top turnbuckle, jumps off with a big splash onto McIntyre, pins him again, but McIntyre barely kicking out at 2. Ivar and McIntyre was the ones that was in this match, but then Eric tags himself in eventually. And then they was trying to hit the double power bomb, the Ragnarok onto Drew McIntyre. Sheamus comes in, hits the bro kick onto Ivar, taking him out, and McIntyre then runs to the ropes, hitting the Claymore onto Eric, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus defeated the Viking Raiders tonight in a tag team match. That's what happened. Pretty good tag team match between those two teams. I give that match 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it, in my opinion, this match was better than the match a few weeks ago and everything. So yeah, that's why I'll give this match. Really good match though. But then after that, they showed part 2 of Sami Zayn being in the Bloodline and stuff with the self-destruction of the Bloodline at the Rumble and everything else like that. So yeah, they're still showing those video packages, which is pretty nice, So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, Asuka's coming out to the ring because up next, Asuka will be taking on Liv Morgan up next in a one-on-one match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. It was Asuka versus Liv Morgan one-on-one. Carmella was on commentary for this match, and during this match we see Raquel Rodriguez walk up to Carmella while she was on commentary, and then we see Nikki Cross coming up, sitting in Wade Barrett's lap and stuff. And then during this match, Liv Morgan was doing okay. Asuka was trying to take her down and everything, but eventually Asuka locks on that Asuka lock, the submission move with the arms and stuff, making her tap out. So yeah, Asuka defeated Liv Morgan tonight in the one-on-one match. But then after the match ended, that's when everybody started coming down there and laying in some attacks. we seen Carmella come in there hitting a super kick onto Asuka, and then Natalya come in there hitting a discus clothesline onto Carmella. Nikki Cross comes in there hitting the spinning neck breaker onto Natalya, and then we see Raquel Rodriguez picking up Nikki Cross hitting the Tejada bomb onto her. She helped up Liv Morgan because they're friends and everything, and Liv Morgan hits that code breaker onto Raquel. So yeah, that's what happened there, and Liv Morgan was standing tall, and Asuka won the match. For the match and what happened after the match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. So yeah, that's what I'll give it right there. But yeah, and then actually before this match even happened, we see Rey Mysterio getting interviewed, and Karrion Kross comes up because Rey Mysterio was getting interviewed talking about he gave a mask to Santos Escobar, and then Karrion Kross comes up, saying that he was a disgrace, that Rey Mysterio is a disgrace as a father and all that stuff. So it looks like they're still carrying on that feud right there. And at one point we see Madcap Moss actually talking, and he was with Emma. He was talking about how everybody didn't believe that he was going to win the Fatal 4-Way match, but he won it, and then tonight he's going to win the Intercontinental Championship as well. So yeah, that's what he said. And then after that, we see like Gunther and them getting ready for the match, and he says that he's going to retain the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Gunther versus Madcap Moss 1-on-1 for the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Madcap Moss with Emma at ringside in a 1-on-1 match for the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, in my opinion, this is probably like Madcap Moss's best match yet on the main roster on WWE. So yeah, it was a pretty good match that him and Gunther had together and everything. Few times Madcap Moss was coming close. At one point he hit the punchline onto Gunther, pinning him, but Gunther barely kicking out at 2. But then we get to the very ending of this match where Madcap Moss was actually taking control of this match. He was on the second turnbuckle with Gunther. He has him up, and then he hits like a avalanche fall-away slam. So yeah, fall-away slam off the second turnbuckle, pins him, 1, 2, Gunther barely kicking out at 2. I guess Madcap was trying to hit like a spear onto Gunther. Gunther moves out the way and quickly got locked on the sleeper hold onto Madcap Moss. And while Madcap Moss was trying to fight out of it, he can't. Gunther then turns him around, hitting the powerbomb onto Madcap Moss, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Gunther defeated Madcap Moss tonight in a 1-on-1 match, and he has retained the Intercontinental Championship. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match for Madcap Moss, I can say that much, and Gunther obviously always throwing on a freaking classic. So yeah, that's what happened there for that match. I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match between those two guys, maybe 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. So yeah, pretty good stuff. But up next, we're going to be seeing Sami Zayn on Friday Night SmackDown up next, because he'll be speaking up next on SmackDown. So yeah, Sami Zayn will be coming home to Montreal up next on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the last segment of the night. Now in this last segment, Sami Zayn did come out. Roman Reigns is not on SmackDown tonight. Nobody from the Bloodline's on SmackDown, not even Paul Heyman. So yeah, Sami Zayn comes out, and he comes out to his old theme song. Yes, he comes out to his old theme song. It is back. I thought they was going to probably bring it back for tomorrow night, but I guess they brought it back for tonight, so he's definitely going to have it tomorrow night. The fans was wild up for it. By the way, sorry for the whatever if you can hear the music in the background. I know it's annoying as hell. But they did come out with Sami Zayn's old theme song and everything, and he comes out, and the fans was just going wild for him. Montreal was just going absolutely crazy for him. Wouldn't even let him speak for like 5 minutes, like literally wouldn't let him do that. They was just going wild for him. So just imagine for tomorrow night, that's going to be wild. But yeah, Sami Zayn sends a message to Roman Reigns. He's pointing up at the WrestleMania sign, talking about how he's going to beat Roman Reigns and go to WrestleMania and face Cody Rhodes for the titles and stuff. And he says he's going to take down Roman Reigns. So yeah, that's what Sami Zayn said. Pretty good segment. I liked it. It made him look like the ultimate babyface right there. Comes out with his old theme song again, which, thank God. I didn't really care for the other song that he had. But this one, I'm glad he brought back his old theme song. The fans was wild for him. and he just had to say a few simple words, and the fans was just going crazy for him. So yeah, that was a really good segment. But match of the night for me, I'll say it was Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders. That match was a really good one. Gunther did pretty good against Madcap Moss. That was like Madcap Moss's best match in my opinion on the SmackDown brand, well, on the main roster and everything. So yeah, that's why I'll say that much. But yeah, for tonight's Friday Night SmackDown, I'll give it 7 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay episode. So yeah, that's why I'll give the show. But tomorrow night, Elimination Chamber comes on, which I'll definitely be talking about, so yeah, look out for that. But not only that, I'll have my predictions for Elimination Chamber either later on tonight or tomorrow morning. So yeah, look out for that. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. See you guys later. Until then.